Hey everyone, welcome to another MLM dumpster fire. Today we are here to watch a MLM coach. I've been covering a lot of MLM coaches lately, but I'm not sure if I ever covered this lady. I don't even know her name, to be honest. She was in the folder that was sent to me by my bestie, as per usual. Thank you, bestie. I think I watched a few seconds of it and I thought maybe it would be an interesting one. I believe it's like the IG live interview type of thing. So we're just gonna see what happens. I'm losing daylight very quickly, and if you know me by now, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that my camera doesn't work properly when it gets dark. And I have one more video to record after this one. So we're just gonna get right into it. Don't forget to click the like and subscribe button if you would like to support my channel. That's a nice free way to support me. I said support twice in one sentence because I'm great at sentences. English is not my mother language. And as always, big shout out to my channel members. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate you. And let's just jump straight into it. Let's take a leap of faith.
Well, hey there, friends. We are back and it is Thursday. And I don't know if you've had a chance yet to listen to the Direct Sales Done Right podcast, but we dropped a new episode today and it is fire, absolute fire. So if you are tuning in live, do me a quick favor and drop me a comment below because I always like to know. I love to hear you guys and to know that you are on live.
You love to hear you guys, and also you love the engagement, because the more they comment and like and share and whatnot, the more people you reach, the more the algorithm pushes the video. So I believe that it's more of a trying to get into the algorithm rather than actually caring about who's on. But that's just my opinion. You let me know down below what you think about that one. We know Kelsey from Prove It. She's the queen, the absolute queen of begging for engagement on these kind of lives. So I wonder if this one's gonna keep doing that as well. I hope not, because it's kind of annoying.
Actually waiting for my guest. So I have a special guest that is going to be joining me today. And so I am just waiting for Megan as soon as, hi Shelby. Hey Shelby, how are you? Oh good, Fit Football Mama. You listened to it already. I love it. Did you guys know I had a podcast? The Direct Sales Done Right podcast, and I also have the Women Inspiring Women podcast. So here's the thing. We are in the midst of getting ready to kick off the Rockstar
Women Inspiring Women, but some would argue that it's women scamming women. Drop a scam in the chat if you agree. I mean, in the comment section. I'm not good at begging for engagement.
Recruitment course, and I could not be more excited about it. This is such a labor of love. And so if you are listening to this right now, if you are the kind of person that says, I really want to build a direct sales team, right? Maybe you're the kind of person that says to yourself, like, I really I love my products. I love what the company has to offer. I love the commissions that I am able to earn through the direct sales industry. But now you're starting to say to yourself, I really see the opportunity to build a team. And that is something that I really want to be able to do. And if you are looking at your company and saying, like, I know that I could make an impact, right? I could make an impact in my direct sales right now. I think it should be letting her in. Let me see. There we go. Hi.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. It's been a wild and crazy morning today. How about you?
Most definitely. We're supposed to be getting a bunch of snow and stuff, so kind of waiting out to see if we actually get it.
Okay, so where are you in Minnesota?
So it's like northwest Iowa, so I'm about 30 minutes south of Minnesota. So.
Got it. Okay. So Kalisha, do you know Kalisha?
I don't.
Who is gonna benefit from knowing her location? That is my question. Why do they always have to dox themselves in these live streams on Instagram that can be watched by anyone? She didn't really say where exactly they are, but like, this is an online business and it doesn't really matter. So I don't understand, why do they still have to dox each other and say their location when it doesn't really make any difference? But maybe because of the snow, I don't know.
No.
She was on yesterday and she is in Minnesota and they got killed. So you guys must be in the same path. Like, you're getting all of that snow. And I'm just over here in Pennsylvania. It was like 70 degrees last week. We have had zero snow this winter, which is not good for our ski resorts at all. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've gotten all the snow for you guys.
Oh, I know. It's such a bummer. Well, you'll be ready for spring for sure.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, I'm excited that you're here. We're going to talk a little bit about your journey in direct sales today. And first of all, before we kind of dive in, I would love for you were a course student. You were in the Rockstar Recruitment course with me in the fall when I launched it. You had incredible success because of it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I invited you on today because we're in our open enrollment period for our course that's actually going to start next Tuesday. Okay. So will you just kind of share?
This makes sense. So she's here to promote her coaching course, and this is one person, one, if not only person, that a long time ago took her course on coaching course and ended up, I guess, being somewhat successful in an MLM. I don't think that lady at the bottom, I don't think that she's very successful. So I think this is BS.
Your story, how you got started in direct sales, and what made you decide that you wanted to build a team?
Yeah, so I actually was a middle school and high school math teacher for 6 years. And it just came to the position where I wasn't taking care of myself. I was taking care of my students. I was taking care of my classwork and things. And I really put myself on the back burner. Mm-hmm. And when I found, health and wellness and being able to do it at home or in my, pockets of my day, that was kind of something that worked really well. And so I dove into all of that selfishly for me, right? Like I really wanted to become a better version of myself. I had recently gotten married.
I like the fact that she used the word selfish, because if you're knowingly going into an MLM, scamming people for your personal benefits and gains knowingly, then yeah, you're selfish. That's a selfish thing to do, absolutely.
And I felt like I was 75, even though
obviously I don't know who she is. I don't know if she's brainwashed or not. I can't know that at all. I haven't decided yet what I think, if she's brainwashed or no. Let's give them 20 minutes.
I was 25, so I was like, man, I really need to do something, with my life, with myself, and to be a better teacher for my kiddos. And so I dove into my health and wellness journey. I've been partnered with Body for 7 years now. And so it truly transformed and just changed my life. And I talked about it with everybody. I brought all of my stuff to school. I had teachers ask.
I've actually done Beachbody exercises in the past. I've spoken about this on a few occasions. I've done Insanity and I've done other Shanti's stuff. I think I did P90X and maybe a few others, but mostly my microphone is picking up the pen. I should not touch the pen. I need something like a stress ball or something. Beachbody surely impacted my life, but not in a good way, because I absolutely destroyed my knees doing Beachbody. And my left knee is really hurting today for whatever reason. I probably slept wrong in a wrong position. But ever since I was like 18 doing Beachbody, I did not have the right form. You know how they say during those exercises, like, oh, watch your form, but go harder and faster and whatever. If you're a beginner, you don't even know what that means. You don't know what the right form is, so you can't watch your form, you know what I mean? So obviously I didn't do it, and I'm 30 now, and 12 years after, my knees are still suffering now. Maybe a little bit less, but still, like, they're just very sensitive and very bad because of Beachbody. So Beachbody definitely transformed my life as well. My poor knees. Just want to put that out there. It's not very beginner friendly in my opinion.
What I was doing, and I wasn't even, actively working the business at the time, because I was just so crazy busy. I was waitressing, bartending, coaching sports. I was taking classes. I was doing everything I possibly could to make more of an income, because I was really living paycheck to paycheck, even though I was using my college degree, like everybody says. And so yeah, when the opportunity presented itself, I actually turned it down a couple of.
Yeah, but at least you're getting paychecks. The majority of people in Body and other MLMs don't make a paycheck. They don't make any profit. They're working for free. So at least you get a paycheck that you can cover your bills and stuff. I know it's not great. I live from paycheck to paycheck as well. But at least I can cover my bills and my rent and stuff. If I was in an MLM and if I wasn't earning anything, I couldn't afford this apartment. I couldn't afford to live here. At least my corporate paycheck allows me to cover my living expenses. And I have a little bit of extra money left at the end of the month because I have video editing on the side as well. I have to work like 4 jobs. Nonetheless, a lot better than being in an MLM and working for free.
Times because I was too busy, right? I was the classic, I'm too busy, my plate is too full. And I found myself actually, doing everything that an active recruiter, active partner would be doing, just wasn't actually making money. So once I was presented with the opportunity of like continuing to do what I was doing, but taking it just one step further and signing people up, I dove into that. In the first couple of months, I just really did the bare minimum of what people told me to do kind of. And then we had a fun challenge in our company, and it was, to help as many people as you can, win all these prizes and stuff. And I'm Enneagram 8 and an Enneagram 3, and they're tied. So I dove all into that. And I think that really opened the doors to the potential of the business. And like a couple of years later, my business really just started to pick up a lot of momentum. And my husband wanted a career change. And so I utilized my health and wellness business to put him back through school and give him his dream position. And now I'm in my own working from home. So
that's so cool. So that's really cool. So you are no longer a teacher, correct?
Right. I still have my license and I do some subbing here and there, but I have a 2-year-old and I have a baby on the way. And so my goal is to, be here and be 100%, with my kiddos in the really important years of their life. So I'm super blessed to be able to have that opportunity.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So you had a little bit of success underneath of your belt before you signed up for the Rockstar recruitment course. So
yes,
you talk a little bit about what was your recruiting process. What did it really look like before you joined the course?
Right. So, I would say that I am pretty, I don't even know what the right word is, but like I'm underneath of, Mel, obviously, but so I take things here and there, but I'm really like that person who just goes and does by themselves.
Yes.
And so I thought that was the best thing to do, right? Like take bits and pieces and then just go run by myself. And I found like I was recreating the wheel. I was, trying to do all of these things myself. And I was spending more time on like creating a system, creating a graphic, creating an event than I was actually inviting to it and posting about it on social media. And so I put
So what we're saying here is that recruitment is the way to get successful. Is that what we're saying here? Not just selling the product and stuff. You have to recruit people. Oh, what a shocker. Who would have thought? But even if you try to recruit, the majority of people are not going to be able to recruit enough people to actually make profit from Body or any other MLM. I'm going to link the Beachbody income disclosure statement down below. Body income disclosure statement down below. I keep calling them Beachbody. I just can't get used to Body.
Aside. And, I saw the Rockstar recruitment course, and I thought to myself, I've had success before. Obviously, like I'm 3-time elite in our company, which is a huge thing. I've been, top 100 for a couple of years in a row. And we had a big, really big team, a big growing team. And then I became a mom, and I kind of felt like my schedule switched, like just different things switched here and there. And I felt my social media really took a hit because I was just throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping it would stick. I had a good plan in place, but I think my social media lacked for sure, especially the things that I learned from the course. And so I would say my recruitment was probably a handful, each month, maybe. Sometimes it was hot, sometimes it was very cold for several months. I always bring in the clientele, but I really stopped pushing myself to bring in those recruiters. And that's how you build a business, right? And so it started to, the compound effect.
Not an actual, not pyramid schemey business. No, you don't have to recruit. I love that we're admitting that in order to be successful, you have to recruit. We know that if most money flows from recruitment and not selling the products, you kind of have a product-based pyramid scheme. So there's that.
It worked in the opposite direction, constantly bringing in clients and not being able to really transfer them into like that recruiter and not bringing in new recruitments. My business was really on commission, which isn't really fun. So.
Right. Okay, so you were having success. You were bringing in customers.
Right.
You were bringing in team members, but it wasn't really where you wanted it to be. You had this vision of more and more leaders, more team, you know, building your income and being able to achieve the higher ranks. So what would you say, how did your business change? What were some of the tangible ways that your business changed from what you learned inside of the course?
So first thing that I mean, I've always seen your marketing calendar because I'm
I
like,
know she's advertising. She kind of has to do it to advertise her course, but every question ends with what you learned in my course, though, right? Not anywhere else. It's my course.
lucky enough to be, you know, in your downline, but again, I didn't take it and follow it to a T. I just took like the dates and I was like, okay, I'm going to do that same thing. And the one thing that really hit hard from the recruitment course that changed, I think, my business for the last couple of months for sure, is just having like the posting idea of what I'm going to do and posting about it and talking about it long enough. I always feel like if I talk about it for a couple days, I feel like I'm talking about it a lot, but other people obviously don't see it. And so
if you are talking about something, the same thing all day, every day, over and over again, and if you have a smaller following, they absolutely notice that you're talking about the same thing every single day. They're gonna notice. Even if you have more followers, if people who watch your stories or look at your posts or read them or whatever, they're gonna notice that you're just talking about the same thing over and over again and you're just trying to recruit more and more people, and they're gonna get bored with that kind of content because you're not giving them anything else. You're just trying to recruit and you're talking the same stuff over and over and over again every single day.
The call that we did about marketing and how you broke down a calendar and just showed us, you know, the runway for before and after event. I was that person who posted about the event, and then once it came, I was like,
I'm very bad with remembering people's names. It's not like out of disrespect or anything. I'm so bad with names. She said she was lucky enough to be in her downline. So this is one thing that bothers me as well. Like people who have bigger downlines, you're already in their downline and then they go on and create a course and they charge you additionally for that course. They're already getting benefits from your recruitments and your sales. They're getting commissions, and that's not enough to them that they have to create this course and then charge you for that course as well. Like, come on, haven't you got enough money from your downline already? That really bothers me.
Well, what's next? And that was one of the biggest things that really truly helped me and helped me with the last event that I just did last month. And really it was the back end of the event that changed my business. And so I was really, really glad that I learned about that in the course and leaned in. And again, I had to put my ego aside because I've been doing this for 7 years. So I feel like I know what I'm doing. I have all the things, but it was such a good refreshment, but also I was looking for tweaks that I needed to make in my business. And I found several of them from this course that are working already, which is awesome to see too.
That's awesome. Okay, so you messaged me and you were like, I recruit. How many people did you recruit?
So I ended up recruiting 7 from that event alone. Yeah, I actually had about anywhere between 16, 17 people that were like, yeah, I'll be on, like, no problem. Obviously it's a numbers game, but to have 7 out of them, I was so excited. And the event was perfect. And honestly, it was the back end of the event. I did a lot of stuff posting beforehand. I really, you know, took what you said about messaging the day of, messaging before and after the event. I did all of that. But then it was like the after event conversations and the confidence that I had.
Okay, so she's basically she paid for a course to be taught or to be told. You have to constantly message people before the event, try to create the hype. During the event, you have to do this and that. And then after the event, you have to follow up you paid for a course only to be told that pretty basic information. I'm really curious how much that course costs, because nothing that we've heard so far screams that it's any different from any other MLM coach courses out there, or that it has any valuable information that is worth paying for.
From doing the course, that really, I think, sealed the deal. And then now they're having success. So I think that's, you know, that's like the second half of all this stuff too. So
yeah, I think that's cool. And that always is another thing, you know, you're obviously attracting the right people, which is key. So your messaging is spot on, and you're not just attracting a warm body to kind of plug into a space in your organization. You're actually bringing in people who want to work the business and are taking action. And that's just a true testament to your messaging and your implementation, and that you've really kind of, you've adapted it and made it your own, and it's working for you.
Yeah. And I actually had several other, partners on our team and stuff reach out and ask about my marketing calendar and ask what I was doing and how I closed all these people. And I was like, Rockstar Recruitment Course, it really truly helped me just take all of my ideas, all of the things, and really like map it out and just feel like every day I knew what I was going to do. I knew. And so I was able to just focus and be super intentional with my time and energy. So definitely.
Because time is kind of a hot commodity these days, especially with a baby on the way and a little one. Like, we do not need to be circling the mountain trying to figure out what to do, right?
Yes.
Good. So what would you tell somebody, because there's a lot of people that I'm chatting with and a lot of people that follow my social that are like, should I do it? Should I not? Is it a wise investment? Do I really need it? So what would you tell that person that's kind of on the fence right now about what to do?
I think the first thing is, if it's in the back of your mind, or if you're still like thinking about it, to just do it. Because I was that same way. And actually I'll share something with you that you'll be like, what? You had a mentorship before that, and I was watching and I was like, I don't think I need this. I don't think I need, all of this stuff. I've been here for 7 years. I know what I'm doing. And I saw the people coming out of it, and I was like, well, if they're taking it, I should probably take it, because they've been in the business longer than I have. But also to see like an old dog learn new tricks, if you will. And so for me, that's what it was. And I took it, and I just learned so much from it myself, and so many little tweaks that I could make to have success. And so if you're thinking about it, that's one thing that's like, why are you thinking about it? What are some questions that you're asking yourself? What do you hope to get out of it? But then also with the investment side of things, I didn't even think twice, honestly. I thought the price was absolutely incredible. Especially for, because I went through the course. I know you over deliver. I know you go above and beyond. So I knew even if I had you for a day, it was going to be worth it. And so going through the whole course, still having access to the resources, the replays.
I don't think they're gonna mention the price themselves, so I'm trying to click on it. Of course, like, I found the website, but there's no pricing. Oh, there was no pricing included until I clicked to enroll. $999. Are you freaking kidding me? Let's see what you get with the course. The most comprehensive program for identifying, attracting, and enrolling the right team members to your network marketing business. You get 8 recorded trainings with Melanie. I guess that's who she is. I have never heard of this lady before. On everything you need to build a rockstar team. 8 recorded Q&A sessions. Access to the online Facebook community page. Training includes mindset, social media, how to attract your ideal team member, back-end marketing, business opportunities, sneak peek planning, and so much more. You're also getting exclusive access to 2 amazing bonuses now. How to identify your ideal target team member worksheet, the confident guide to recruitment. Oh my God, she's gonna teach you how to be confident. Plus, you're getting these amazing resources to support the lessons, to complete confident review, valued. Okay, you don't have to pay for that. We are so confident that you will love this course. 14-day money back guarantee. 16 videos from this Melanie woman talking about stuff. And you get a spreadsheet, and you get a bundle that's supposed to teach you how to be confident. And you pay $1,000 for that? For 16 videos? $1,000? Seriously? My God, these people are just... And again, she's selling this course to her downline. I don't know if she's actively running her MLM business. Probably. If you know who Melanie is, please let me know down below. I didn't have time to look into her. What are we doing here? This is so... Oh my God, that is so expensive. And then this lady is like, well, if you're thinking about it, just do it. Like, what If I wanted to, I couldn't afford to spend $1,000 on a course. I have 4 jobs. Like, what are we talking about? This is not affordable. At a price is awesome for 16 videos. Oh my God, this is so bad. This is worse than I thought.
You know, the community and stuff is just so incredible too. But then also, when you invest in something, it's up to you to get your investment back. Right? I invested $160 7 years ago, and it's turned into, you know, hundreds times that, right? Which is incredible to see. And so imagine investing in this course in your business, taking it seriously and being able to get your return of investment and then some, you know? So.
Right. Everybody has big goals. Everybody has big dreams. And I'm always a big fan of sometimes you have to invest a little bit and take that like short term, like, ooh, that kind of hurts. But that's how you make those big leaps, right? That's how you actually get to that next level, is by implementing, practicing, putting the time in your calendar to do the lessons and to really put that stuff into practice. So I love it. Okay, so
she's trying to say you're gonna pay 1,000 quid for this course, but then you're gonna learn so many things that your business is gonna skyrocket 100%, and you're gonna get all that money back eventually, which is not what happens for the majority of people. I have doubts that this lady at the bottom even is successful, because I have never seen her before. There's no guarantee that you're gonna get that money back, and it's $1,000. Most people in MLMs don't profit at all. Jesus, oh my God, this is so bad.
Your favorite lesson. So what, and I feel like you kind of already said this, and I asked this to Kalisha, but like out of the whole course, because it is actually a lot of content. I mean, it is everything, but what would you say was your favorite part of the entire course?
So honestly, this sounds kind of weird, but it was like the overview, because I feel like sometimes when you get into a course, it's just so much information and you just feel so overwhelmed, and then you don't do anything with it, and then there went your money, right? You just lit it on fire. I felt like this was so structured, and I knew that it was going to be, because I know now, but it was so structured. In week 1, do this, focus on this. Week 2 was, okay, you did this, now we're gonna go to the next step. Whereas I feel like other courses, it's just random information, and you have to try to piece it together to make it work for you, or, you know, you have to try to figure everything out, like which piece goes where. But I really felt like each week built on top of each other. So when I got to that marketing, I was ready.
I mean, I have to say, from what we just read on her website about the course, it seems very random as well. I don't know, maybe that's just me.
Like, I was ready. I knew what event I was going to run, what it looked like. And, you know, to be able to put those things into action into my business was super awesome too. Because I feel like sometimes that holds people back from an investment, right? Is because they're like, well, I'll probably, you know, watch it and never use it again. But it was so easy to implement because you did go week by week. And then at the end of the week was those Q&A questions to just kind of give some clarity. Like, that was my favorite part, how it was built, you know, gradually. It wasn't just everything at once. The resources were incredible. I printed all of them off and like had a binder and stuff. And like those Q&As really helped. But I know I mentioned my favorite part was the marketing calendar, just because I feel like that is one thing that a lot of business owners don't do. And I think that's where their business falls through the cracks or falls to this black hole. They do all of this work and all this prepping, and then they forget, you know, to have a marketing calendar and how important it actually is.
Yeah, and you kind of said that too with the post event, like what are the things you do after? And I will say that's another thing. You can put all that time and energy into setting up a webinar, prepping your slides, inviting people to it, and then if you just like stop afterwards, you just like killed your momentum, when in reality it's all the things you do afterwards. And it's a lot of what you do on the back end that people don't always, because you don't see it. It's not always the things that you see, but a launch doesn't end the day that the product goes live or the day that you open enrollment for your mentorship, you know. So I think that's valuable. And you're right, I do. I'm very sequential, and that was one thing as we were designing the course, was we wanted to give people a learning guide, an actual guide that they could say, all right, this is how I know that I'm pacing myself and I'm on track, and really do it in a way that it made sense. So I actually tested the course out a few times just on actually people in my downline before I actually taught it. So it had been already tested and proven.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that was.
Did the testers have to pay for the course as well? Did they have to pay to be the testers? I wonder.
Definitely super helpful for sure.
Very cool. Okay. So any final words that you would like to share with them before I close this out?
I just feel like if you put skin in the game, you show up differently. You know, it's one thing to go to Mel's YouTube and Google and watch free videos, right? It's another thing to listen to her podcast that she has, but it's something to really like put an investment into your business and treat it like a business. Yeah. And so while I listened,
taking this random course from this random lady is not necessarily an investment into your business, and it doesn't mean that you're going to get anything back, and it's too expensive in my opinion.
To podcasts, while I listened to YouTube videos and stuff, this changed things for me because I became a student again. I showed up and I printed off the papers. I had the binder, like I had everything set up. I had the calls scheduled out. I even caught, replays and stuff as I needed to, but I really truly feel like if you are looking for, a little tweak in your business, or maybe even, feel comfortable in what you're inviting to, feel comfortable when you bring people on.
You have to pay $1,000 for a little tweak in your business. You're not doing this lady a favor. And obviously we know that it's $1,000 because I had to Google it. No one is going to mention the actual price of this course. Probably they're not going to mention it. There's like 3 minutes left, and I think we're safe to say that they're not going to mention the price because they know it's a lot. It's not an awesome price. If it was an awesome price, truly they would keep repeating the price to be like, look how cheap it is. But they know it's expensive, so they're not going to say it.
Building that confidence with yourself, I really feel like you have to take that step. And I feel like that step is investing in yourself and in your business. And also think about, when you make an investment into a person, that person should be somebody that is either where you want to go, or they've already been there. And so I knew that when I got into this course, it was going to help me get closer to where you have gone, where you have been, where you're going. And so I knew I was on the right path. I knew I was going in the right, direction. And this was honestly one of the best courses that I've ever actually invested in 7 years. So yeah, no, and I truly compliment you because you do have that gradual release of information. Yeah. You really truly walk people through things. I love your assistant. Like that's what I picked up in my business. Yeah. And after 7 years, it's so humbling, but I found so many good tweaks to make and it's working. Oh. And so that's, the biggest I love it. Too.
And it's brought enjoyment back into your business. It's brought excitement into the recruitment process, right? Mm-hmm. Like at one point you probably were dreading it because nothing was really working. Mm-hmm. And now you are like, oh my gosh, it's working. And what I know is coming for you next is that, you might have had 7 people sign up last month, but as you do it again this month, it might be 12 people this month, and then it might be 15 people the next month. It's just as the process, as you keep building on it, and as your awareness of, oh, I don't have to just serve you through the product. I can actually help you build a business around the product. People start to know you are the go-to person to build the business. And if I want to do this, then I'm going to work with you. So that's the cool part. And that's what I'm excited to see for you continue to happen, is that now it's just wash, rinse, repeat. You have the tools, you have lifetime access, which is cool. So, I'll update things because the times will change. So as I update, you'll also get all of the updates too. Cool.
Yeah. And honestly, like having the library just to go back and, see through some things, because you get all the information and some of the stuff I needed at that time. And then the marketing calendar, I actually just went back to that at the beginning of the year because I wanted to just make sure that I was, doing things correctly. And these last couple of months, like the way that my social media was, the way that I'm bringing people in, it was just so nice to go back to the resources and stuff too, as well. And I see the trickle effect happen with my team too, which is super great. So it's an investment for myself, but now it's also benefiting my team too, which is awesome.
I love it. I love it. Well, Thank you.
Is it really a lifetime access? Like if this lady Melanie, if she keeps updating stuff on the course and stuff, the thing didn't say anything when I was looking at the prices and the pages. I don't know. It didn't really explain how it works. So that's dodgy in itself.
So much for your time
Yeah.
today. I so appreciate it. And if anybody that is listening right now, you guys go to the link in my bio. The Rockstar Recruitment course is open for enrollment. You can actually use my code. It's recruit10. You can get 10% off your sign up, and the Facebook group is open. Lesson 1 and 2 are already loaded in there. You can download your learning guide. You can get started with some of our bonuses that we have in there, and then we will kick everything off on Tuesday, March the 14th with our kickoff. And like Megan said, yes, we will have live Q&As every single week. You'll have an opportunity to pick my brain, and I can't wait to see all of your success too. So, all right, Megan, thank you so much for hanging with me today. I appreciate it, and
Absolutely.
I will talk to you soon. All right. Okay. Thanks, everybody. See you soon. Bye.
You know, I would really, really love to know how many people actually bought her course and how many of those people that bought the course got their $1,000 back over time, that profited in their MLM after taking that course. I would love to know what's the success rate for it. But anyway, I'm going to wrap that one up here because I have another video to record. Let me know down below what you thought about this. If you know more about this Melanie person, do you want me to keep covering her or not? And yeah, thank you for watching, especially if you made it this far. You know that really helps me out a lot. Don't forget to click that like and subscribe button if you'd like to support my channel in a nice free way. And as always, big shout out to all my channel members. Thank you guys for being here. I'll see you all in the next one.